Hello everyone, welcome back to Simulated Heaven. Today we're playing a game called Ride Op. I was able to get a key for this game and I was very excited to do so because when I heard about this game it seemed like it could be a very interesting idea. This is essentially a simulator game that allows you to take control of rides in a theme park. And I thought that was a really interesting idea, and when I saw the screenshots of the game, it seemed like they were going for a fairly realistic approach, which seemed kind of cool. Now, this is incredibly early access, this game, so they certainly have a lot to work on. For example, every time I start the tutorial, the game will crash. So I haven't been able to do a tutorial. I've basically tried to work the game out, from the actual game itself, if you know what I mean. So the other thing is, when you look at the settings, there aren't really a lot of these, and there isn't any option for me to turn off the music, and there's this menu music that plays a lot, so I have just had to mute the whole of the sound at the moment, but then when I actually get into the game itself, I will turn the sound on. So it is kind of a very basic game at the moment. Like I said, it is very early access. Now they do have quite a few rides that you can attempt to control, which is kind of cool. We're going to start with something really easy, and then we're going to do something a little bit more complicated. So we're going to start with a Ferris wheel, which is a very traditional thing. We're going to do challenge mode. One is 800 points. Okay, so let's go for number 2 like that. I don't think I'm going to be able to get all those points. Okay, so now we're in the game. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to unmute the sound. There we go. That was not too painful. Now, what I will say is the graphics for me on my computer, they're not very smooth. It looks a bit... Yeah, it looks like one of those Unity games that just look okay, but when you move around in the world, it's not a very smooth experience for me anyway. But this is very early access, so you can see this is our Ferris wheel here. Very interesting, and we've got our customers waiting very patiently over here. Look at her face. What kind of a face is that, dude? Look at her face. How old is she? What's going on there? But yeah, so certainly the graphics are not ideal. Now every ride has a manual, and that's very helpful because it will basically explain to you how to use this ride, right? Now one thing I've found a little bit annoying is I haven't found a way for me to zoom in. There might be a way. I tried to find all of the controls. I can't really find anywhere that shows me all of the controls. So I'm finding that I'm kind of a little bit too far away from the panel here, and it's kind of hard for me to tell what the buttons are. It's a bit far away. It's not ideal. Anyway, so what I found with this particular ride is you want to... Well, for some reason, the people, they seem to be able to climb into here and here, even though it's at either side, whereas usually I would expect they would only want to climb in here. But it seems like in this game, they also will climb in here and here. So I try to do 3 at a time, and I try to load them up. Now, I wish they had some kind of a control thing over here, because it's really hard for me to see, because I have to kind of look down and then I kind of can't see where I have to stop, if you know what I mean. Anyway, let's load, and then when we do that, the gate will open. 3 people, or a number of people will get in, and you can see. No, they only got into that one, and they're already very excited. I could have sworn the last time that I played this ride that they also seemed to get in there and there, but maybe I'm wrong. So, fair enough. So then we go to, I think if we click on that again, yeah, it will change that. So we need to go change the direction, I think it said, and then we got the speed going 1. So it's very slow speed, and then you're supposed to stop it when it gets there. But like I said, it's very hard for me to tell when I'm supposed to stop it, right? If you know what I mean. Was that okay? That seems okay. There are probably some so yeah, they only seem to get on here. There probably are some keys that you can use in order for you to use the controls without having to look at them, but I can't work out what the controls are, because when you're in the game, if you press escape, that isn't a menu. That's only asking if you want to go back to the main menu. Even there, I can't seem to find like a list of all of the controls. Maybe I need to have a look on their Steam page. Maybe they will have it on there, I don't know, but it's a little bit annoying to have to look down. Is the gate? Yeah, so let's close the gate. So let's do one more. Let's go a little bit faster. Here we go. And then we're gonna see. I mean, that was just a guess, and it was a bit wrong. But what are you gonna do? Oops, am I not in the right place here? Right, I think that'll do. Yeah. Okay, so let's get someone else on. Do one more. I don't really need to fill up the whole thing. I'm not really trying to go for the whole, full up situation. So let's just increase the speed. When it goes fast, it can go. I'm going to walk out and have a look. So yeah, for me on my computer, the graphics are slightly glitchy. They have some weird blur, like a motion blur when you turn. Don't really like that. So I'm hoping in the future they optimize the graphics and everything a lot more. Okay, that'll do for now. So I'm not gonna show you me unloading everything. I'm gonna slow the speed. There are some lights here. There we go. Lovely jubbly. So let's get. Is there someone in this one? No? Oh, yes, there is, but anyway, it's a bit late now. Whoops. So let's wait for one to come down that has people in it. They're swinging around a lot, aren't they? So I was going to wait for one with people. Wow, they're swinging a lot. Why are they swinging so much? Maybe the physics is not exactly right at the moment, but I'll say again, this is early access. Where are all the people? Come on, there must be one with someone in soon. The next one surely has got to have some people in it. No? Come on, man. We'll be here all day, won't we? Here we go. So the next one after this one. I've peeped in it. I just want to show you how to unload, that's all. And it's going to be very hard for me to get it exactly right. That'll do. And then what? We're going to click on unload, and then people will get out. And they go off the other way, see? Yeah, so okay, so that's showing you the basic mechanics of this Ferris wheel. It's not the most exciting thing in the world, but some of the other rides are a lot more exciting, and I'll show you that now. Yes, I'm sure. Yeah. And I forgot to mute the music. So there's probably going to be a YouTube copyright strike at any moment. But anyway, what are you going to do? Well, hopefully I'll maybe be able to cut that out in editing, and then yeah. Anyway, so what I was saying earlier is there's nowhere for me to see what the controls are. If you know what I mean. Like sometimes in the manuals that explain what each of the rides are doing, it will say what the keys are, but it doesn't always say everything. And like I said, every time that I try the tutorial, it will crash. So it does seem like there's a way for you to do all of the controls without looking at them, but I haven't been able to work out what that is yet. Okay, so let's go to play. So we're going to show you one more ride, and that is going to be giant Frisbee. We're going to go, yeah, we're going to do the challenge again. It doesn't make much of a difference, whatever. Just go here, like so. Okay, so let me again unmute the sound. And here we are. This is the giant Frisbee. So this is actually quite a cool ride. Now the first thing I need to do is come here and unlock all of these. Just make sure they're all unlocked. Yes, they are. And then everyone will walk in from here. Here they come. So then we go over here. So if we look at the manual, this is one example. It will say here, look, that you can raise and lower the platform with the T key. So it does explain some of the keys, but I can't find like anywhere in the game that explains all of the keys in one place. So yeah. So we're going to load like this, load people. So they're all walking on now. You'll see them running on. They're all excited. They have no idea that there's a complete idiot at the controls, but that's fine. See them all walking on, running on, jogging on even. So we're going to have to wait for this to fill up, aren't we? Yeah, let's turn on the lights. There we go. We might not wait until it gets full, because we might be here all day. It's kind of awesome that you can see the other rides in the background. That's kind of cool. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. That thing is crazy, isn't it? Okay, I think that's enough. It's not completely full. But then again, if they realised who was at the controls, they probably wouldn't want to get on anyway, would they? So let's click the load button again to close the gate. There we go. Just make sure it's closed. Yeah. So we're going to lower these, lock these, whatever you call it. Here we go. And then we need to walk around and make sure all of them are properly locked. And I'll say again, you know, the graphics on my computer are slightly annoying, slightly glitchy. There's this weird motion blur, and it just is not a smooth experience. So that they really need to work on that, the optimization and everything. So then I believe we press the T key, lower the platform, there we go, and then I always increase the height. Yeah, I kind of increase the height first. Maybe I'm doing that wrong. Okay, then we can increase the speed a little bit, or a lot even. Yeah, so unfortunately we're getting quite low FPS now. So sorry about that on the video, but yeah, like I said, it's not very optimized, this game, for me anyway, on my computer at the moment. Right, let's increase the height more, and increase the speed to full speed ahead. And let's see. It doesn't actually do a full circle, it just will go up quite far, but not a full circle. It is a fairly interesting ride, though, isn't it, really? Let's be honest. Right, so I think you got the idea there. So now we're going to try to, and it does take quite a long time to stop this particular ride. And again, we got some pretty annoying graphics, and yeah, anyway. Decrease height, we're going to bring that to 3, and speed to 3. That should slow it a bit. Like I said, it does seem to take a while to slow down this ride. And then, oh my goodness, it's really low FPS or annoying jerky graphics. Okay, so now we're just going to bring it both down to 0, and that should start slowing it down enough to stop it. There we go. They're still screaming. There we go. Now what I usually do when it gets to a decent point, I'll use the emergency stop to stop it, because otherwise it seems to take ages to actually fully stop 100%. I think you can kind of see that already, right? Here we go. And then it will still, yeah, take forever. Oh my goodness. 10 FPS. And the phone is here so that if it breaks down, then you can, you know what? Oh yeah, so let's just press the emergency stop now. And that should stop it faster, in theory. Hopefully. Right, press the T. No. Oh, maybe we need to turn off the emergency stop before it let us do the platform. Yeah, there you go. So platform is up now. Then we're going to unload everyone, if I can find the control panel. Oh, the control panel moved. That's annoying. Here it is. So unlock everyone. And then they won't actually walk out until we unlock the door. So we press unload, and then the door opens, and then everyone will run out. And there you go. So I just kind of wanted to make this video just to show you this game. I do think the idea of this game is really cool, you know, but I feel like the implementation of the graphics and everything, it just needs to be a kind of smoother experience. But they do have a good idea. It is very early access, but if they carry on working on it, hopefully they will be able to build this into a decent style of game. It is certainly a very unique style of simulator game. Okay guys, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.